interested, you're welcome to ask me questions, and I would love to have you try it. Everyone can do it. Okay, let's just practice now. All right, so go ahead and let's just get started lying down. Christine looks so comfortable lying down on her back. So lie down on your back. And if you want to take any little stretches to begin, maybe it would feel nice to stretch your arms long, your legs long, even draw your knees in. And then eventually just find stillness. So you can lay in Shavasana. You can lay with your feet together, knees apart, feet on the ground with knees bent, whatever feels good. And then eventually close your eyes. Be intentional also with where you place your hands, your arms. So maybe your arms are out by your sides. Maybe they're overhead, resting on the ground. Maybe one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. And take these first few moments to just become completely present and aware. So right here, right now, feel the ground underneath you. Feel all parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. Feel the air on your skin, the temperature, even a texture. Feel the rise and the fall of each breath you take as you take it. Anything you've brought with you to class today, so any emotions, any thoughts that are running through your head, you're not trying to make them go away. That's pretty much impossible, but just start to watch them, just start to detach from them. So just noticing rather than trying to control or change or fix. And then again, coming back to your breath, your awareness of it. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you possibly can. When you think you are full, take an extra little sip at the top. Big sigh, let it go. Good job. Do that a couple more times. So great big inhale, breathe all the way down into your toes, out into your fingers, up into the crown of your head. Hold. Extra sip. And then sigh it out when you're ready. Let it go. Release. Good. One more time. Biggest breath you've taken all morning long. Imagine you're just filling your body up with life force, with prana. See it, visualize it, and then when you're ready, just big release, big exhale, soften even more. Go ahead now and drop into your Ujjayi breath. So lips sealed. Breathe in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So see if you can start to create that whisper noise with your breath, that oceanic sound. See if you can feel each inhale travel all the way down the length of your torso. Take each exhale all the way to the very bottom, all the way to emptiness. So stay here for as long as you would like, just focusing in on your own breath, finding your own rhythm. And then when you are ready to move, friends, draw your knees towards your belly and just start to take either a little rock from side to side, or maybe you rock around in circles. So circling your knees and tracing the outline of your sacrum against the ground. You can even take your knees different directions. So you can draw hearts with your kneecaps. You can throw them into a mixing bowl, kind of egg beater with your knees, getting more into your hips. Whatever feels good just for a moment. No right or wrong. It doesn't even have to be something I mentioned. So if there's something in your body that's calling to you, go ahead and go there. In your next couple of rounds, start transitioning just into a supine spinal twist with your legs over to the right. So you can either just kind of let your knees fall to the right, or if you want to extend one leg, if you want to cross your legs, if there's a variation you would like to take, go for it. Gaze up or over your left shoulder, whatever feels better on your neck, and then send your breath down into your belly. So feel that big expansion with each inhale, and that contraction, that letting go with each exhale. Warming up through your spine. Take a couple more. If you can let go of anticipation and just be here right now. End of your next exhalation. And if you want to stay longer, that's fine with me. Otherwise, start to transition to the other side. So bring your knees through center, maybe take a little bit of movement just to neutralize. And then knees to the left, no hurry. Gaze up or over right shoulder, and then breathe all the way down, all the way up. So I like to imagine sometimes that my spine is just like this conduit for my breath. It moves up and down. It flows through each little chakra, each little energy center. So notice what you feel. And if it's hard to notice, then close your eyes and visualize it in some way. See your breath in a color, see your breath as stardust or vapor. Imagine it can move into all the little tiny spaces. Good, everybody. Slow, spacious breath. Take a couple more on this side, or you can stay here until you feel pretty even on both sides. We'll find our way up to hands and knees. So you could roll onto your left side, fetal position, use your arms to guide yourself up, or you can come back to center and take some rock and rolls along your spine. So kind of massaging out the length of your spine as you rock forward and back. And then eventually you'll rock up, cross your ankles, and bring your hands to the ground in front of you. Come into that tabletop position. You can crawl back on your mat if necessary. And then just like we always do, that intuitive movement. So cat-cows, hip circles, child's pose, heart opener, whatever your body is calling for. Good, everybody. And as you move intuitively, maybe you close your eyes. So go inward. Put your awareness in your shoulders. Put your awareness in your spine and your hips. Maybe even in your hands or your fingers. So if you want to stretch into your wrists, spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees. You could even flip your palms up to face the sky. Nice job, everyone. When you are ready, let's say in your next 3 to 5 rounds, so you don't need to hurry, but you can go immediately if you want. Downward facing dog is our destination. So just finding your way there in your own time. And if you want to transition by taking a vinyasa or a hovering tabletop, anything that calls to you. Once you are back in your down dog, keep exploring. So just like you were doing on your hands and your knees, now do that in your down dog. Pedal out your heel, shift your weight around. Maybe take one leg to the sky, stretch it out long. And the other. So anything that will help you bring more awareness into your body, that will help you be more efficient in your body. So notice, where does it feel like you're putting too much weight? And is there a way you can adjust? So rather than feeling like all the weight is coming down into your hands and your wrists, how can you use your body, all the little muscles, to support yourself as efficiently as possible? So spread your fingers, push the ground away. Externally rotate your shoulders, keep them plugged into the sockets. And then find that lift that comes from your center, that connection, that invisible rope that pulls up on your belly button and tugs towards the top corner of the back wall. You guys look so good. Very nice poses. Take a couple more rounds into your down dog. When you are ready, forward fold at the back of your mat. So just crawl your hands back slowly until you find yourself in a forward fold. Once you're there, you can hang out for a moment. I would recommend feet at least hips width distance apart for this first one, maybe even a little wider. Make sure all 10 of your toes are facing directly forward. If you want to take a ragdoll, grab opposite elbows or bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Go for it. Try to keep your weight in your toes and the balls of your feet primarily. So if I had a little piece of paper, I came up behind you and I wanted to slide that paper under your heels, it'd be really easy for you to just lift your heels off the ground. See if you can lift your sit bones higher. So focus on lifting your butt up. Navel to spine connection, that invisible rope pulls up on your belly button. Imagine you're hanging from that invisible rope and maybe sway your upper body side to side. So really just like a rag doll. Maybe bob a little bit up and down. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Yes, take one more round. With your next inhalation, halfway lift position at the back of your mat. So spine parallel to the ground. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that again. Inhale, lift halfway. If you want a little bit extra today, reach your arms out to both sides, palms face the ground. So lengthening in all directions, and then exhale, let it go. This time all the way up, press into your feet, move through your halfway lift. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart center with your exhale. Flow with your breath. High mountain, breathe in and stretch. Slow swan dive. So stick your butt out, lead with your heart to dive down, forward fold. Relax your neck at the bottom. Beautiful halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Fold, nice Dansey. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive. Maybe you reach your arms out and then up. Reach high, exhale, hands to heart. Do one more time like that. Inhale, high mountain. Tons of awareness as you dive down. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale, traction out your spine, then let it go. Breathe in, spinal extension. If you want, fly your arms out to both sides. Yes, nice, Eileen. Exhale, fold and bow. Press into your feet, rise up, heart leads. Inhale, stretch tall, arms to the sky. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. Let's get into our side bodies for a moment. So we're gonna go to the right and you choose what variation you wanna take. So you can grab left wrist, you can bring right hand to hip, you can take a yin yang variation. So just as long as you're creating length in your left side body, most of your weight should be in your left foot. And then hips are reaching towards the windows as your upper body reaches for the opposite wall. Yeah, nice breathe, soften through your face. Unclench your jaw, take one more round. As you breathe in, back to center, realign. And then other side, so your variation again, up and over. More weight in your right foot now. Root down especially into the inner edge of your right foot, stay rooted there. And then as your hips reach to the right, upper body to the left. Keep your right shoulder plugged into the socket. So rather than bicep in front of your face, bicep should be next to your ear. Take one more round, maybe reaching a little bit further. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky. Let's just baby back bend. So cactus your arms, lift your heart, gaze up. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Slow swan dive all the way down with your exhale. Breathe in, spinal extension, flat your arms if you want. That's an option for you always if you want it today. And then as you exhale, let it go. at your hands and begin to crawl your hands mindfully to the top of your yoga mat. So coming into a plank position eventually. Shoulders over wrists, hips level with shoulders. If you want to modify, you can bring your knees to the ground. Just take little baby rocks forward and back. So like you're sawing through wood with your body. Nothing changes in your position. Spread your fingers wide and push the ground away. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. So you're on your tippy toes or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway, chaturanga hold. Inhale, push up, high plank. Do that one more time, little rock, halfway down. Good. Inhale, high plank, press up. Beautiful, friends. Slow as you can go. Take it all the way to your belly. Spiderman Cobra, my favorite. Hands come out nice and wide. They should be slightly in front of your shoulders, up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist to your right side, left shoulder dips down. Inhale, back to center, press into your fingertips, tone your belly, lift your heart. Other side with your exhale, twist. Good. Go one more time each way, moving at your own pace. Feel into your shoulders, feel into your front body, back body, side bodies. Stay connected to your lower body, stay connected to your breath. Eventually an inhale brings you back to center. You can hold there for a little longer if you want. Downward facing dog is where we will meet up. So mindfully find your way there. Very good, you guys. Once you're back in your down dog, a few deep breaths. If you want to turn it into a turbo dog for a little more strength work, a little more intensity, you can. So the only thing you would change is your arms. Squeeze your elbows towards each other as you bend them a lot. So it's almost like a dolphin pose, but your forearms are just hovering above the ground. Keep lifting from your center. Beautiful, nice paw. Feel the length in your spine, side bodies. Breathe into that. Maybe you press your heels closer to the ground. Maybe you keep your heels lifted high. So first priority is length from fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. Take one more great big inhale. This time as you exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat. Empty out first, then step or hop forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. So stick your butt out, reach the crown of your head forward, maybe arms out to the sides, fly. Exhale, let it go. Root to rise. So root through your feet and take it all the way to stand. Arms reach up, breathe in. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms to the sky. And then we either did this last week or the week before. You're gonna step your right foot out to the right, swing your arms back like a chair plane, and bring your spine parallel to the ground. So you don't have to look forward like you would in chair plane. You can look down, but just make sure you're not rounding your spine, especially don't let your shoulders roll forward. So shoulders roll back and down and your back muscles are squeezing towards your spine. See if you can bend your knees a little more. Weight is in your heels. Pick up your toes, spread them apart. Take one more round, grow longer through your neck. Inhale, step back onto your mat, reach up high. And then other side with your exhale. So left foot steps left, all 10 toes face forward, bend your knees, stick your butt out, reach your arms back. And then spine parallel to the ground. Maybe just the slightest little lift in your heart like a baby cobra. So you feel your back muscles squeezing. Gaze can be down. So make sure you're not straining your neck to look forward. Back of your neck is long. And then weight in your heels, pick up your toes, spread them apart. Lots of energy there. One more round of breath. Get lower in your legs, bend your knees a tiny bit more. Inhale, high mountain, nice Kate. Reach up, stretch. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, open your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And slow swan dive. Exhale all the way down into your fold. With your inhalation, everything nice and long, maybe arms reach out. Beautiful, yep, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Take your vinyasa however you would like. If you want to add those couple of push-ups, sometimes I see dudes add like 15 push-ups. Charles, not talking about you or anything. You want to skip your vinyasa, just go straight back to down dog. That's always an option. So whatever feels best in your body today. All right, from your dog pose, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. Good. So give yourself a moment, nice Christine, to really just lengthen from fingertips up to either your right heel or your right toes. So you're either flexing your toes, pressing through your heel, or if you want to point or floint, you're reaching through your toes. Lots of energy there. Good job, you guys. Awesome poses. Take one more big inhale, press the ground away, energy all the way up into your right tiptoes. And then exhale, right knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift higher through your waistline, round your back even more. And then as you exhale, step your right foot forward softly. Rise up to your crescent lunge. So high on the ball of your back foot. Nice Donzi, front knee over front ankle. Rise up and settle in. So find that stability, that connection to center. You're pulling your front hip back, back hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline. That's what creates your stability, your strong foundation. Navel to spine. So it's not like you're squeezing your abdominals, but you do feel a little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. It's that navel to spine connection to support your low back, your transverse abdominis. Lift your heart, reach through your fingertips. And if you want to, you can even take your gaze up, soften your face. Slow, deep breaths. Take one more inhale. Good job. As you exhale, turbo twist to the right. So bend your back knee to a hover, left arm forward, right arm back. Try not to lean forward. So your shoulders are nice and centered, stacked over your hips. They're just turned. And then if you want to, you can take your gaze back, gaze over your right fingertips, little balance challenge. Bend your back knee and imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward. Nice work. Take one more round. Use your exhale to twist from your center. So use your core. Inhale back to crescent lunge, arms to the sky. If you want to, you can straighten your front leg, squeeze through your front thigh. And then exhale, bring your hands to the ground, low lunge. Listen, this is a big movement. So you're gonna root into your right foot and come all the way up to a standing staff pose. Left knee lifts, arms reach. If that's a really hard transition for you, your left foot can help you. So it comes all the way along the ground and then find your balance. Yes, flex your left toes. So active through your left foot. Hug in with your inner thighs. Beautiful, you guys. Focus your gaze. So find your drishti. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your left leg around, hands to heart center. Get low in your legs. So bend your knees. Sit low. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward, so hips are square. And then rather than leaning forward and looking down, navel to spine, tailbone reaches down, heart's lifted, spine is long. Take some little pulses, build more heat in your legs. Send your breath all the way down. Soften your face. Ah, good job. As low as you can go and hold one more round. Inhale, either high mountain or standing staff. So both feet on the ground, both arms to the sky, or left knee can lift. If you want that balance challenge again, if you even want more, extend your left leg forward, press through your heel, try not to lean back. Take one more big inhale. Nice work. Exhale, set your left foot down and just dive down nice and easy. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. You can add arms if you want. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way, or skip it. Meet back in downward facing dog. Very good. Back in your down dog, reconnect, slow, steady, Ujjayi breath. Notice whatever there is to notice, feel whatever there is to feel. Next inhalation, left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. So pressing into your fingertips, like you're taking energy from the ground and moving it through your arms, through your side bodies, all the way up into your left toes. So pressing through your heel or pointing or flointing, reaching through your toes. I don't care. Just make sure there's energy in your left foot. Feel your connection to center. That invisible rope is still pulling up, tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. One more big inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, shoulders over wrists on your back, tippy toes. Stay here as you breathe in. And then exhale, set your left foot at the top of your mat, low lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge, slowly, mindfully. Very nice. Front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Rather than going for depth, so you're not just sinking into your lunge, find that stability. Front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward, so hips are square. Tone your low abdominals, your transverse. Lift your heart, lengthen your side bodies, reach your fingertips up, and then find a softness, a sweetness through your outer body, through your outer shell. Take one more inhale. Thanks, Charles. And as you exhale, twist towards the window. So bend your back knee to a hover, right arm forward, left arm back. If you want to, back knee can come down as a modification, no big deal. If your back knee is lifted, imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward and your front hip back. Shoulders are nice and broad, collarbones broad. If you want that extra balance challenge, gaze back over your left fingertips. Tall through your spine, soft through your face. One more round. Use your exhale to twist. Awesome, Cam. Inhale, come back to your crescent lunge. And if you want, work your front leg towards straight. So squeeze your front thigh, squeeze the muscles around your knee. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your left foot, all the way up to standing staff. So if you can, right leg is lifted. If you need to, right tiptoes can help you along. Right knee lifts, and your toes are flexed back toward your shin. Active weight is so much easier to hold. So make your foot active in some way. Plug in with your inner thighs. Lift through your heart, reach through your fingertips. Again, soften through your outer shell. What does that feel like? One more in-breath. Exhale, curtsy squat. So slowly swing your right leg around. So feel that articulation through your right hip. Right tiptoes off the left side of your mat, hands to heart. Get low. Rather than turning to face the right, you want to be facing forward. So left hip back, right hip pulls forward. Take those little pulses. Just an inch or two of movement, staying low. Good. Long spine. Tone your belly. Broaden through your shoulders. Slow, deep breath, soft face. Let that heat build in your legs as low as you can go now. Hold here one more round. You choose back to high mountain or back to standing staff. So arms reach up, both feet on the ground or right knee lifted. Option to extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more big inhale. Exhale, set your right foot down and just dive down. Forward fold. Nice job, friends. Halfway lift with your inhalation. Add some arms if you want. Exhale, you know where to go. Vinyasa your way. Meet back in downward facing dog. Find your breath. If you've lost it, slow it down if it's sped up. Even for me, when I do just a moment of those little curtsy squats, I lose my breath. So try to keep it slow, steady. You're regulating your heart rate from the inside out. All right, we're gonna move through that entire sequence now a couple times. One breath, one movement. It doesn't mean we speed through it with momentum. It means we move slowly with our slow, deep breath. If at any time you want to take your own variation or you want to pause, take a little break, always that is your option. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. If you're coming with me, exhale, look to the top of your mat, empty out, step or float, forward fold. As you inhale, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana, you can make it your own. Kate, exhale, let it go. Root through your feet and take it all the way up. Arms to the sky, stretch tall, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. High mountain, breathe in and stretch. Step your right foot to the right, swing your arms back, butt back, spine parallel to the ground. Inhale, back to center, reach up high, maybe even a little gaze up. Other side, step left, weight in your heels. Spine parallel to the earth, back muscles strong. Inhale, rise, high mountain. As you exhale, work your back bend. Make it come from your mid and your upper back, not your low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Slow swan dive, stick your butt out. Take it all the way down, leading with your heart. Beautiful, Christine. Halfway lift, inhale. And with your exhale, you know where to go. Chaturanga Dandasana. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Heart lifts with your in-breath. Nice belly V, shoulders back and down. Good paw, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Stretch and lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot through as soft as you can. Good. Rise up to Crescent Lunge, strong through your legs. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. Inhale back to crescent or extended pyramid. So straighten your front leg if you want to. Exhale, bring your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, standing step. So right foot roots, rise up, reach up, left knee lifts. Curtsy squat, swing your leg around, get low, hands to heart. All the way to empty. Inhale, high mountain or standing staff. Option to extend left leg forward. And then set your left foot down, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. So feet to the back of your mat. Slowly lower. Inhale, heart lifts. Nice and yan. And exhale, hips lift, take it back. Inhale, left leg high. So power through your left leg, even left foot. Now use your core, slowly, softly, left foot steps through low lunge. Nice, Kate, rise to crescent. Strong foundation in your legs, heart lifts, gaze up. Turbo twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover, empty all the way out. Inhale, back to center, crescent. Maybe straighten your front leg, squeeze through those muscles around your knee, those stabilizers. Exhale, hands come down. Now that big movement, left foot roots, rise up, standing staff. Exhale, curtsy squat. So from your right hip, feel that articulation, right toes to the ground, get low. Inhale, get high, high mountain or standing staff. Option to extend your right leg. And then set your right foot down, dive down slowly, forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. And then pause as you exhale, step back to plank. So find your plank pose, pause there. You're gonna add in a little fun. You're gonna love it so much. Right hand is your foundation, modified side plank or full side plank, opening up towards the window. So you can either roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, right knee can come down if you wanna modify. Yes, awesome job. Lift your hips high. So if your bottom knee is not on the ground, lift your hips and then reach your left arm towards me, forward. Maybe even float your left leg up. If you want, you can even step your left tiptoes behind you, rotate your heart to look up. So wild thing, take one more full round. Good job, slowly transition to the other side. So come through your plank or modified plank. Left hand is now your base. Roll into the baby toe edge of left foot or left knee comes down to modify. Good, Eileen, good, breathe, lift your hips super high. I'll take you out of your wrist, take your right arm towards me. And then breathe into your right side, maybe float your right leg up. As you do so, lift your hips higher. You wanna move into wild thing, right tiptoes behind you. Heart opens up. Yes, one more round, your fullest expression. Thanks, Charles, and then come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Good work. Lift your heart, back bend of your choice. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. We've got one more time through. Take a great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, empty out, step or flow, top of your mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lots of legs. Exhale, let it go, navel to spine connection. From that place, rise up, arms to the sky, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. All right, like a moving meditation, here we go, high mountain. And exhale, right foot to the right, arm swing back, butt reaches back. Inhale, high, reach up. And exhale, other side, nice and low, weight in your heels. Back muscles strong. Inhale, rise, stretch it out. Now work your back bend, cactus your arms, make it come from mid and upper back. Hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips gently forward. Inhale, arms to the sky, realign. Slow swan dive, exhale takes you all the way down. Halfway lift with your in-breath. And chaturanga with your exhalation, slowly lower. Nice work. Inhale, lift your heart. Keep your shoulders down and back. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Great big inhale, right leg to the sky. Listen, you can hang out here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow or armpit. So aim as high as you can on your arm. Inhale, three-legged. Now everybody exhale, use your core strength, right foot to the top of your mat. So knee to nose, then step through. Rise up with your in-breath, crescent lunge. Beautiful, my friends. Exhale, turbo twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee. Squeeze your inner thighs, empty out. Inhale, back to crescent. Maybe straighten your front leg. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the ground. Root through your right foot. Standing step all the way up. Balancing on your right foot. Left knee lifts. Articulate through your left hip. Take it to your curtsy squat. So swing your left leg around. Hands to heart. Get low. Inhale, get high. Maybe left leg extends. And then take it all the way down. Left foot down, dive down, forward fold. With your inhale, lift halfway, lengthen and realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, heart lifts. There Charles goes. It's 15 push-ups in like 10 seconds. Exhale, back to down dog. Usually I don't say anything, but I just couldn't resist, Charles. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And then hang out here if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Good, left leg high, stretch it out. Left to left, aim for your armpit. You can even add a push-up if you want. Good, and then take it back up, stretch. Everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, and then step through softly, low lunge. Last time, rise to crescent lunge. Inhale. Big, slow breath. Exhale, twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee, empty all the way out. Even hold empty for a millisecond. Then come back, crescent lunge. Reach up, straighten your front leg if you want. Exhale, hands to the ground. One more time through this transition. Left foot roots, right knee lift, standing staff. And then as you exhale, curtsy squat, swing your right leg around, hands to heart, get as low as you can go. Inhale, reach up high, maybe extend your right leg forward. And then right foot down, dive down, forward fold. Good breathing, halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and pause here again. So plank pose. Lower down to your forearms, one arm at a time. Come down to your forearms, elbows under your shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face the ground, fingers spread wide. Or if you want to modify, you can interlace your fingers for a little less intensity. Hug your elbows in actively. So like there's a strap around your upper arms and it's cinching it. Now, slowly, without letting your elbows drift apart, walk your toes towards your elbows and lift your hips. So that invisible rope is now pulling up on your belly button. You're coming into Dolphin Pose. Get your toes as close to your elbows as you can. Get your hips as high towards the sky as they will go. Keep hugging your elbows in. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. Keep pressing down through your thumbs and index fingers if you've got your palms on the ground. Stay where you're at, or right leg to the sky. 2 breaths with your right leg lifted. If you want to hop, you can. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Good job. If your right leg is lifted, set it down. You're almost there. Take your left leg to the sky if you would like. 2 breaths. Hop if you want. Relax your neck, soften your face, squeeze your elbows in, lift from your center. Last inhale. Good. Exhale. Set your left foot down, bring your knees down. Take a rest. Child, embryo, puppy, heroes. So give yourself a moment to just fully relax. All the muscles inside of you soften. Maybe a couple open mouth exhales, a couple big sighs. Ah, feel the ground, its support, its stability. Feel the air on your skin, feel the rise and fall of your breath, maybe even your heartbeat. So right here, right now, in this moment, everything is okay. You are okay. So let go of needing to be anywhere else for anybody else but you. In your next couple of rounds, meet in downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, slow, steady, powerful. I say this all the time, but I feel like for me at least, my breath is what gets me through the second half of my practice. So right now, your body is getting tired, your muscles are getting fatigued, but guess what? Your breath, every time you inhale, it's like it's brand new. So use it, hone in on it. From your down dog, next inhale, right leg to the sky. Try not to shift at all through your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, but peel your right hip open. So bend your right knee, reach it out and reach it up. So a lot of times we compromise our shoulders rather than finding mobility in our hip joint. So try to make this come from your hip joint. Keep your right foot active, squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, and lift your right knee just a little bit higher. Take one more in breath. Good. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly and neutralize your spine. Then step your right foot through low lunge. All right, this time we're going to pivot our back heel down, setting up for warrior 2. Rise when you're ready, Virabhadrasana 2. Or take a moment to settle into your legs. Right toes face directly forward, left toes face directly to the left. And then if it feels like your front knee is kind of falling inwards towards your big toe, press into the outer edge of your front foot and really wrap your front butt cheek, your right butt cheek underneath you. So your front knee feels like it's tracking towards your pinky toe instead. Yes, beautiful job. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up, find length. Good, Leanne. And then reach back, bend more deeply into your right knee. Then breathe into your right waistline, the space in between your right ribs. Draw your belly button towards your spine. So we're not going for a back bend. It's a side body stretch. Feel it. Take 2 more rounds. If there's a variation you want to take, go for it. Sometimes I like to grab my right wrist with my left hand. Sometimes I like to take my left arm behind me and reach it forward like a yin-yang position with my left arm behind my back. Next time you inhale, let's come back to warrior 2. And then moving into triangle pose, straighten your front leg. If it is helpful or if it feels better, you might shorten your stance by just the tiniest bit, an inch or so. Like your hips are being pulled towards the back of the room, reach for the front of the room. So it's like you're being pulled in these opposite directions. Hips towards the back, right fingertips towards the front, and then tip it over. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. So make sure your hips stay open. Your heart and your shoulders stay open. Nice, Cam. Left arm can reach straight up, or if you want, you can take your left arm forward towards me, bicep next to your ear. Good. Breathe. Slow, steady. Nice, Christine. Stay rooted through both feet, outer edges of both feet. Take a couple more breaths. If you would rather stay here and hang out in triangle, you can. Otherwise, we're moving into a balancing half moon. So as you are ready, bend into your front knee. If you have a block, you're welcome to use it. Reach your right fingertips out in front of you. Float your left foot off the ground. So strong through your left leg, like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall. Good. Shoulders stay open. Nice, Kate. Heart stays open. If you want to move into the bound variation, Ardha Chandra Chapasana, you're welcome to do so. A couple more rounds of breath. If you're hanging out in triangle and you want to bend your front knee, move into a side angle, go for it. Wherever you're at, be there, feel into it. Big, spacious breaths. If you're holding onto your left leg, slowly release and re-extend. One last inhale, those of you in half moon. And then as you exhale, see if you can come back, everybody, to a warrior two. So slow, intentional movement. Left foot at the back of your mat. Front knee bends. Good job. Take just a minute, settling in, and then bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. If you can, start to reach your hands back and maybe even add the tiniest little back bend. Lift your heart up, reach your knuckles down. Big inhale. Exhale. This is called ostrich pose. It's from Forest Yoga. So you're going to bring your head towards the center of your yoga mat, butt towards the sky, knuckles towards the sky, and really bend deeply into your front knee. Yeah, press into your back foot, the outer edge. Right toes face forward, so you're still in a warrior two stance with your legs. See if you can lift your butt higher, track your front knee towards your pinky toe rather than letting it fall in. See if you can lift your knuckles higher, relax your neck, chin to chest. It's called Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. So feel your breath moving through your throat. One more inhale. You guys look so good. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, fingertips to the ground. Once your fingertips are on the ground, go ahead and straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Turn it into a wide-legged straddle, wide-legged forward fold. And then you can either just kind of move around here, might feel really nice, or you can work into your fold. So anywhere you want to go, a few deep breaths. Yeah. And if you're holding in a wide-legged forward fold, you might notice one leg feels different than the other, and that's okay. Breathe into that. Notice, feel, and observe. Really good variations, everybody. Give yourself a couple more breaths. Thanks, Charles. Good, Donzi. So if you're working the fold, try not to rock back into your heels. Weight just slightly forward, same way you would be in a regular forward fold. Lift your sit bones, lift your butt. Navel to spine, crown towards the ground, last round. Inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So if you need to, you can bend your knees a lot. And then start to crawl your hands forward as you rotate your toes forward. We'll take it back into a three-legged down dog. So right leg back and up. Open up your hip again. So bend your right knee. Reach it out, reach it up. Stay right here, or option to flip. So right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, heart forward. Some of you, this might be your second wild thing. So make it even bigger. Your fullest expression in this moment. Take one last round. Beautiful, you guys. Everybody, regular downward facing dog, walk it out. If you would like, you can move through your own vinyasa, just kind of a reset. Otherwise, walk it out in your down dog, or if you'd rather, maybe you take a quick child's pose. Maybe you take a couple cat cows. Slow, deep breath. All right, if you're not in down dog, find your way back. And then next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. Try not to shift through hands, shoulders, as you peel your left hip open. So bend your knee. Just like your hip is a hinge on a door, your leg is the door, it's swinging open. So you're not sinking over into your right side, you're not sinking over into your right leg. Everything stays pretty much the same and the movement comes from your left hip. For some reason, it's a really hard thing for a lot of people. So feel into it and keep getting curious about it. Squeeze through your outer left butt cheek, keep your left foot active. See if you can lift your left knee higher. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So neutralizing, curl in, hollow out, and then step forward softly. Set up for warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Rise when you're ready. All right. So feeling into your pose. Strong foundation through your feet and your legs. Front knee tracks towards your pinky toe. Nice. And then we'll reverse it. So left palm rotates up to face the sky. Reach up, try to touch the ceiling, and then reach back. Keep bending into your front knee. See if you can lunge even deeper. If you want, you can even widen your stance a bit. Keep wrapping your left butt cheeks, tracking your left knee towards your pinky toe. Keep pressing into the outer edge of your back foot so your back leg is strong as well. Yes. Breathe into your left waistline, your left rib cage. If there's a variation you would like to take it. Soften through your face. Nice job. Awesome, Cam. One more big inhale. Exhale, come back to a warrior two. Oh, I can't do this. I sprained my ankle this weekend and I'm like trying to find mobility, but it's hard. All right, so straighten your front leg. And then if you want to shorten your stance just a little bit, you can. When you're ready, start to reach forward. And at the same time, it's like somebody's pulling your hips back. It's like there's a rope attached to the back of your right hip and it's being pulled towards the back wall. Tip it over as you're ready. So everything stays nice and open. Heart, shoulders, hips. Good. You can use a block under your left hand if it's helpful. Keep everything open. Even imagine your heart wants to look up at the sky. Maybe right arm reaches forward. Breathe into your right side. Keep tracking your front knee open. Don't let it collapse inward. You can stay in your triangle if you want. Otherwise, in your next couple of breaths, work that transition into your bouncing half moon. So bend into your front knee, grab your block if you want it. Left fingertips reach forward, back leg floats up. So rather than feeling like your back leg weighs 1,000,000 pounds, which it will if you don't engage your muscles, engage all the little tiny muscles in your leg, even your foot, like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall, or like you're karate kicking with your right leg, so you want it to be strong. If you want, you can open up into that bound variation, Ardha Chandra Chapasana, about 2 more rounds of breath. If you're holding in triangle and you want to turn it into a side angle, go for it. So your fullest expression. Nice job. Beautiful poses, everybody. Good work. If you're holding onto your right foot, slowly release. Thanks, Dawncy. Take one last inhale. And then slow transition. Can you find your way back to warrior two, soft landing? Good. Hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And then roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe reach your hands back and add a little baby back bend. So lifting and opening through your heart. One more inhalation. Ostrich pose as you exhale. So hinge at your hips. Bring your head down towards the center of your mat. So it's different than humble warrior. You're not bringing your head towards the top of your mat, but towards the center. And then bend more deeply into your front knee. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Press into the outer edges of both feet. See if you can lift your knuckles and then lift your butt. Chin to chin draws in, and then find your throat lock. So chin towards your chest. Feel and hear your breath as it moves through your throat even more. Lift your knuckles, lift your butt. Bend your front knee. One more big inhale. Very good. Exhale, hands to your low back. Then release your clasp fingertips to the ground. Once your hands are on the ground, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So you're in a wide-legged forward fold. You can work it from there, or you can explore any way you want. If you wanted to, you could even rise up and stretch your arms to the sky. If you wanted to, you could even come down and sit on your butt in a wide-legged straddle position, sitting down. So I do not care where you go, as long as it feels right in your body. As long as your breath is right there with you. Slow and steady. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Couple more rounds. Good. Next time you breathe in, find a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees if necessary. Crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat and rotate your toes forward. So back to a low lunge. From your low lunge, three-legged down dog, take your left leg back and up. Open up your hip one more time. So bend your knee, reach it out, reach it up. Stay here, get this nice stretch for the front of your hip, or option to flip your dog. So left foot would come down behind you, left arm forward, heart forward, press your hips up. So try to get any flexion, any bend out of the front of your hips. You're working your extension. Take one more huge round. Beautiful, friends. Nice, Eileen. Come back through three-legged dog and then regular down dog. So everybody eventually, both hands, both feet on the ground, just walk it out in your down dog. You want to move through your own vinyasa. Beautiful, Eileen. Back to down dog, slow, deep breath. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose as you exhale. So right shin forward and bring your body to the ground gently. If you like this pose on your back or in a seat, even just today, then go ahead and take it in your own way. If you're taking regular pigeon, make sure your right knee is wider than your hip. Try to spread through your front toes, keeping all the little tendons and ligaments locked in. Pull your right hip back like you're plugging the femur bone into the socket. And as your right hip pulls back, your heart goes forward and bow. Yes, really good. And then slow, deep breaths. Thanks, Christine. Take about 3, 4, maybe 5 more breaths. Good job. Love the different variations, you guys. If you want, last couple of rounds, those big sighs. So it's not a pushing out of the exhale. It's not a forceful exhale. It's just like a big letting go, a big ah. So if there's anything stuck, if there's anything heavy, ah, just let it go. As you're ready, slowly start to lift your upper body back upright. And then get back to your down dog any way you want to. So any transition that your body is calling for, you can take it straight back to a three-legged dog, give your right leg a little shake out. Maybe you take it back to a three-legged tabletop, vinyasa. Circles with your right ankle or right knee, anything that feels good, and then just regular down dog and walk it out there. Notice the difference between right side and left side. Notice your breath. Left leg to the sky, inhale. And then pigeon pose with your exhale. Slowly, mindfully, find whichever variation you want to take on this side. And use your breath to soften. I love this quote by Young Pueblo. It just says, I was never addicted to any one thing. I was addicted to filling a void within myself with things other than my own love. So we love to distract ourselves. We love to keep ourselves busy. We love to use substances to make us happy in the moment. But can we, in these moments when we're just here, just with ourselves, can we feel into what's there? Can we feel into those places inside of us that need just a little more of our own love, our own attention? So allow yourself to be with you and just to love you, not to need anything outside of you to fill those voids inside of you. You have everything you need already inside of you. So feel into that. These moments when we're still, when there's not so much going on around us, fill yourself up with your own love. Rather than avoiding, we're learning to go in, to go towards what's there, sensation, even if it's uncomfortable. Emotions, even if they're uncomfortable. Breath, slow and steady, even if it's hard, even if we have to pay a lot of attention to breathe deeply. Take about 4 or 5 more rounds. You do not need anything else right now other than yourself, other than what's already inside of you. Feel your breath. Just soften around the discomfort, soften around any anticipation or anxiety. So letting what comes, come, letting what goes, go. And I will ultimately just leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides and no rush, start to find your way back to one final down dog, however you want to get there. Any little bits of movement, exploration on this side. One last vinyasa if you want it. So now would be your time to take it. And then eventually just walk it out in your final down dog. If you're already on your back and you want to wait for us there, that's fine too. Once you're in that last down dog, just feel into all the space you've created. So perhaps, does this down dog feel different than the one you did at the very beginning of practice? Can you press your heels a little closer to the ground? Can you lift your hips a little higher? Take one last round into your final down dog, feeling into all that space inside of you. End of your exhale, however you want to get there, find your way onto your back. So all the way down. Once you are on your back, you can take your time, but transition into any inversion of your choice for about 10 rounds of breath. So anything that puts your legs or hips above your heart. It could be a bridge, it could be a supported bridge, it could be legs up the invisible wall. If you want to move your mat or your body over to a wall and use it as a prop, you're more than welcome to. Plow, shoulder stand. And again, about 10 breaths there. If you're taking legs up the wall and you want to explore some different leg variations, or sometimes I love to just vigorously shake my legs, kind of get all the blood, the lymph moving, circulating, flowing. And then no rush. So a few more breaths. But after about 10 or so in your inversion, ease your way out and start to move through some windshield wipers with your legs. No hurry. Good. So windshield wipers, feet are nice and wide, wider than your hips. That'll open up space in your low back. Just take that movement side to side as slowly or as quickly as you want to. Usually the slower you go, the more you can notice, the more you can feel. So invitation to move maybe a little slower than you might want to. If you want to let your knees fall to one side and stay there for a few rounds, you can, and then the other. So just take a few rounds. And then when you feel complete with that, no hurry. Happy baby pose to finish off your practice. If there's anywhere else you want to go after your happy baby, if there's any last little stretches, movements, poses that your body is craving still, go ahead and take them. Go ahead and move through them. My thought for you today as you move into your final relaxation is by my favorite, Jeff Foster. We have all had at least a taste of it, the falling away of everything. It can happen anywhere, at any time, during a walk through the park, or while listening to your favorite piece of music, or perhaps while looking into the eyes of a loved one. All past and future fall away. All ideas of a future attainment, a future happiness, a future enlightenment simply dissolve into the vast open space which embraces everything. In that falling away, there is a simplicity, an intimacy, a freedom without a name. It is totally beyond words, and yet it's as obvious as breathing. It's a glimpse into what you really are, beyond any story about what you are. Letting go of stories, labels, and all those things that we build up on top of our true self. So underneath it all, beyond the stories, beyond the labels, beyond how you have to show up in your everyday life, feel into that place inside of you that is stable and steady. A place inside of you that just watches your thoughts, watches sensation, feels emotions as they come and go. Your essence, your center. For these last few moments, connect with that part of you. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And start to bring gentle movement back into your body. See if you can keep that awareness, keep that connection to that deeper place inside of you. As you slowly find your way onto your side body, fetal position. Just rolling to either side, nurturing pose, fetal pose, curling into yourself, maybe using one arm as a pillow for your head. As you rest here for one last moment, just kind of let all the energy from your practice, anything you notice, you want to take with you, just let it all settle inside of you. Let it all seep in and absorb in. Let it all become a part of you. And then using the strength in your arms, keeping your body very relaxed. Ease your way up into seated meditation. So eyes closed. Gather your hands to your heart and bow your head to your heart. Just acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day to be with you, to sit with you, to connect with you. Thank you so much for showing up, for letting me guide you through your practice. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, amazing yogis. You guys are awesome. I have little baby stickers outside if you want to take a few. I mean, don't know what I'm going to do with them all. So, thanks, Mom. Love you. Good job. Bye.
Thank you, honey. Love you.
Love you.